So we can get 3 new fishing docks, which will hopefully solve a bit of the food problem. We have 2 builders. Let's go up to 5 builders. And I guess the population is 141 right now. So it kind of makes sense that we're running into some problems. It did rapidly expand, didn't it? So this is kind of to be expected. I guess we're just going to have to hope for the best here. Food is definitely not where I'd like it to be. I'll say that. Food is 100% not where we want it to be. We are getting a lot of laborers, though, and that's nice. Because the school is constantly at capacity. So a lot of people just skip school and go straight to work. Which obviously, that's not ideal in terms of getting efficient workers, but in having good numbers of laborers, that's nice, is what that is. So that also means that once all the construction's done, we should be able to get a decent number of fishermen. In fact, let's go ahead and get 4 more right there. And that'll put them straight to work. This over here is actually ready to construct, which is great news. So we're going to be able to get 4 more fishermen right there. This is almost ready for construction. This is almost ready for construction. So I reckon these extra fishing huts will do the job. I reckon that should be all we'll need. And also, we're running into the wood problem there again, aren't we? This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be a rough period of time that we're gonna be going into here. We're gonna be cold, and there's a chance that we're gonna be hungry. And I'm not looking forward to that. Let's go ahead and get 4 more fishermen there to keep these all at capacity. This one over here is being built as well. The storage barn has been built as well. So let's go ahead and get the roads around that. Just like so. We get 2 more fishing docks going up, which is fantastic. We will probably have... Oh, cattle. I want to say yes, but I'm going to have to say no because we don't have the means to get another pasture just yet. So yeah, we'll get these 2 fishing docks up and going, and I think that'll solve a lot of our problems, honestly. Those 2 also don't overlap, which is beautiful. That's exactly where we want them to be. Let's see. So that one's done, and that one is about to be done. Let's go ahead and take a bunch of builders off of the job there. And we have 13 laborers. We need a bunch more fishermen, so let's do that. And there we go. That should solve the food problem. And I think at this point, we maybe just let people be laborers, and we maybe want to... I don't know, I'm tempted to say that we just get a bunch of laborers and we fill up the mine, we fill up the quarry, we fill up the vendors and the traders, we fill up the hunters, which is actually something that I'm gonna fill right now because that's quite important. We get more gatherers, stuff like that. I think we are gonna want to do that, and we're also really desperately gonna want to solve this firewood problem. Because it's got worse. It has gotten a lot worse. So what do we do here? I don't think coal is the answer. I think it's just more wood. And I guess we have got laborers, so let's go ahead and say harvest all of these trees. We'll grab all of those, and we'll see what we can do. Clear out that entire area. And that should give us enough wood to comfortably get as much firewood as we're going to want. Let's also go for storage and say that we'll put another stockpile back here. So something a bit like that. That should work out. That'll be a good place for a lot of those logs to go. What are we up to? 101 adults, 18 students, 34 children. Other than them freezing to death, I mean, everything's going fine. You know, other than them freezing to death. So that's nice. That's always a plus. You know, well, they haven't frozen to death yet. Everything's fine. That's just great. Silver linings and all, I suppose. That's definitely a silver lining. I will say, though, the amount of wood is going up. The amount of firewood seems to be... I don't want to say going up. It's staying consistent, if anything. And these houses are slowly warming up, so I think we're doing all right. Food still seems to be a major issue. It's not less than 5,000. That's less than one full barn. Admittedly, we haven't really got any harvests coming in yet. So we'll see what happens there. We could maybe do with more farms. And by that I mean we could probably really do with more farms. But we'll see what happens. The harvest is starting. And I mean, we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on, let's count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those? 8 fishing docks? I think? Yeah, we have 8 fishing docks. We have 32 fishermen. So hopefully they can keep food going. Oh yeah, the cold thing seems to have gone away. But yeah, hopefully they can keep food going. I'm not really sure that the gatherers are doing everything I want them to do, so let's try and get a few more of those guys. See if we can maybe double the stuff coming off the gatherers. Because that would definitely be nice. It's also going to be a relief when the population starts to plateau, because right now it definitely isn't. Speaking of population, can't we get a... Is it this? No, it's not a trading post. The town hall will get us census data. Although, what do we need for it? 62 wood? I think we can do that. I think a town hall is something that we're absolutely going to want. So let's do a town hall back there. And let's maybe upgrade some roads around it. Just so that the town hall is on some nice stone roads. Just to make things look a little nicer for the town hall, you know? Make it look like this area is a little fancier. I mean, it's not fancy, but we can make it look sort of fancy. So we'll see how that works out. We do need a couple of builders, so let's get 2 of those. Food is actually looking surprisingly okay. Have we solved 2 problems here? Have we got rid of the cold thing and the food thing? Because if we have, I'm going to be so pleased. I mean, we have a lot of trees that still need to be chopped down here. And I'm thinking, honestly, let's just go ahead and remove all resources from this area, because there's some iron in there, there's some stone in there. That's all going to be useful stuff. So just remove absolutely everything from that area. And claim it as our own, basically. There we go. So just take all of that. We'll get a bunch of iron, a bunch of stone. We actually don't have any stone right now, so that's probably not going to be a bad thing. This cemetery still hasn't filled up either, which is good. This one's still technically not full either. That's also very good. And I'm also thinking, might not be a bad idea once we get all of this stone, to go ahead and start upgrading more houses. Because I feel like this will probably be our last major construction job for a while. Because I really don't want to grow the population too much more. I feel like growing the population rapidly again is going to end in disaster. We have over 150 people right now. 20 of them are students, 112 of them are adults, 28 of them are children. Technically, 48 of them are doing absolutely nothing for us because they're students and children. So, if we just let a bunch of those become laborers, obviously, you know, they'll have kids of their own at some point. But I think if we can just get to a nice balance and, you know, keep the population steady, you know, maybe not grow it too quickly, I think we'll be all right. It's just a question of whether or not we can actually do that, but we'll find out. So a hunter died. Ashid the hunter has died. They have been replaced, though. That's fine. Let's go ahead and say that I want another miner and another stonecutter. Because I definitely want to get iron coming in here a little more regularly, but stone as well. Because right now stone is being used in a big way in construction, and it's only going to get used more. Oh wow, you've got a lot of food there. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no there, bud. Definitely going to be saying no on that one. Now we're back up to 20 students, that's fair enough. The sheep seem to be breeding a little bit, which is fair enough. I'm assuming the sheep are giving us wool, right? Yeah, they are. That's alright. I assume when they get old, we also get a bit of mutton or something like that. So we'll just leave the sheep to do their thing. Construction-wise, this thing still needs a lot of stone, so I guess... yeah, these guys are going a little slowly over here. Oh, so are the woodcutters, actually. I have to say, the woodcutters are not working as quick as I'd like them to. I wonder if it might be an idea to build a bridge across there. Because that would technically be... I think that might be a little quicker. That might be a bit of a quicker way to get around there. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. We'll do this anyway. Get a bit of a double road going down there. Obviously, more construction, more stone, more wood, but that's alright. We have the wood at the minute. It's just the stone that's lagging behind a little bit. Also, what's the range on the Forester? Yeah, there's no stone in there at all, so that's fine. I was gonna say, I like to clear out the area around the Forester as best I can of things like stone and iron, just to make sure there's as much room as possible for the trees. But that's already been done, so we're probably good on that front. This is just needing stone at this point, so let's actually go ahead and say that that's going to be a priority. Go ahead and prioritize the bridge there. So hopefully that'll get done sooner than the town hall. That way, hopefully, the woodcutter here can go a bit nuts. That would definitely be nice. Wait, one of the woodcutters actually died. Oh dear. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing at all. Don't want that happening. And the fisherman died. Okay. Fair enough. I think the population might be slowly leveling. Well, I say that, and we've got Clevelt being born. I say that because the population of adults is growing where the population of kids is... No, that makes no sense. The population is just growing. If there's more adults, but the kids are staying the same, that means that more adults are having more kids, right? That's... yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I might be an idiot. I might be an idiot, okay? It's fine. No big deal. Let's not judge. This is a judgment-free video. Okay? We all agreed on that? Good. How much stone we got here? 2. Can that go into the bridge? Because we kind of need it to. Could also do with a couple more builders. Let's get those on the go. What do you want? You've got chestnut seeds, pepper seeds, pecan seeds. I mean, I'll be honest, the pepper seeds, I kind of want them. It would be nice to add a little bit of variety, I think. So let's do, I mean, what? I want one of these. Wait, how much for the pepper? Wait, no, that's peppers. I don't want one pepper. I want one pepper seed. And then I need to trade 250 of those and make the trade. There we go. All right. So for inventory here, let's always say 250 on that. Oh, this bridge is done. Fantastic. Okay. So that'll hopefully get the woodcutter over here working a little bit better. This is very close to being done. And people are cold again, so we'll see how that works out. Hopefully we can fix that. It is early spring. These guys are working on their fields. I'm gonna say do peppers in that one. Which is probably gonna be all sorts of a nightmare because I think they might have started on potatoes already. So we might not get peppers this season. But I want to see if peppers are going to be a better yield than cabbages or potatoes or something like that. I'm sure the population of Nerdingham will be glad to at least have some kind of flavor to their food, because for the last 33 years, it's been nothing but cabbage and potato. Oh god. That would be horrific. That would be... Ugh. That'd be horrific. Just cabbage and potato for 33 years. And nothing but, just exclusively that. That's grim. That is, well, that's Ireland, actually, to be honest. That's kind of Ireland. Just saying. Let's get a little road over there as well, just to, even that all up a little bit. Make it look a little bit nicer. We are up to 11 laborers as well, so once this gets built, we'll have 15 laborers available. At which point, I'm pretty sure we could just go ahead and say, you know, let's start, well, actually, let's start now. Let's say 7 stonecutters, 7 miners. We'll get that going. And we might want to get people living out here as well, so that, and I mean a couple of small houses, nothing major. But a couple of houses out here would probably be quite useful. It would mean people don't have as far to go in terms of, getting around. Also, we can probably, and by probably I mean totally, put a stockpile in here. So 2x10 and 2x10 right there. With maybe a little road in the middle. Well, that works. I like it. Let's go ahead and remove that one. Just so we can get these all to line up a little bit better. We'll do a stockpile there. 4x... Can I do a 10x10? I totally can. And I can't do a 10x10 there, though. So that'll end up being a 9x10. But that's okay. Got a bunch of stockpiles over here. Make it look all nice. We'll go ahead and remove that one. And we could probably remove these ones as well. Which I might do, I'm not sure. We'll see. I think the town hall's built though, isn't it? Yeah, look at this. Not bad at all. Let's get those builders out of the job. Let's say 1 more miner, 1 more stonecutter. Let's say that we maybe want to go for... I don't know. Anything else missing workers at this point? Not really. I mean, we could do with more vendors, so we'll get up to 10 of those, perhaps? Maybe 8 of those? Could do with another trader. So that's working out. Production-wise, inventory, overview. Is overview what I'm looking for? I don't think it is. Trade items, inventory, production. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. So food. So used in the last year. Oh, interesting. Oh, so we do produce more than we use, I think. But just about more than we use. So food, this is why the town hall is super useful. So we do probably want to increase food production. Because we're producing about 1,000 more than we're using. I'd like that to be a little better, if I'm completely honest. So I'm not really sure what to do about that, is the thing. I don't really know. Do we want to go more farms, more fishermen, more gatherers? I mean, the fishermen are great. They work year-round, but are farms perhaps better? That is the question. Also, do we have... Did we get peppers? I don't think we did. I don't think we actually got the peppers, which is fine. We, you know, they started planting potatoes. They probably stuck with potatoes. That's all right. That's not a big deal. I was just a little hopeful that we could have got the peppers. Either way, you know, we'll leave them to it. The good news is this whole area has been pretty much cleared. We have a decent bit of iron, decent bit of stone, a lot of wood. Not as much firewood as we need, I'll admit. Also, do we have people over here? No, no one's living in the boarding house yet. That's good. As long as no one's actually living in the boarding house, we're fine. Also, let's say that we'll start making some wool coats. Because we're definitely going to want to keep the coats going. And if we don't have leather right now, we do at least have wool available. So we'll go that way and see what ends up happening. And honestly, I think we are going to have to look into more farms. And I'm thinking over here, possibly. I'm thinking over here could be a really good spot for it. So if we were to go, you know, dirt roads straight out to... Well, there, I guess. We could absolutely do some huge farms. But maybe we want to fill up these other jobs first. Let's go for 10 miners, 10 stonecutters, 10 vendors. 3 traders is probably fine. We're not trading enough to need more than that. And maybe 1 builder just to get the road done. But I think a few farms out here will probably do us a decent few favors. And I think if anything, we could probably get some houses out here at some point. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want a road up here like that. So that'll be space for housing right there. Then over here we can get a bunch of farms. Now what's the maximum size I can go to in a crop field? 15 by 15, I guess. Yeah, 15 by 15. So do 15 by 15 there, and do 15 by 15 there. And we'll do 15 by 15 here. And 15 by whatever we can get here. Oh wow, a bunch of people just died. That's not good. Can we do 15 by 15 here? We can. Can we do it here as well? We totally can. And then over here, we can go 15 by 10. That'll work out. Okie dokie. I like it. As for this one, it can be 15 by 7. This one can be 15 by 15. This one can be 15 by 12. We'll leave a gap of 1, and we'll do 15 by 4 as a tiny little field. Let's say 11 by 6. And 7 by 7. So there we go. Room for a whole bunch of fields. Which is probably going to be a bit of a nightmare in one regard or another, but that's alright. We'll make it work. I don't know how we'll make it work, but we'll make it work. Take some roads up and around you. could always try and build a bridge there. I think we will try and build a bridge there. I think we'll go up like that as well. No, we'll not go there. That's fine. So that'll work out. That's room for so many fields. So many fields. Probably a bit of overkill. I don't think we're ever going to have enough farmers to run all of those. But I'm kind of okay with that. I'm kind of okay with that being a huge farming area over there. It'll be nice to see it come together. Also, let's take a quick look. How's food looking? We produced about 500 more than we used last year. So we're definitely not producing as much. We need to be producing more. So let's sincerely hope that we can do that. I'm a little nervous. I'm definitely a little nervous about that. How's this going? Oh, this just needs built. Fantastic. Okay, we'll get that bridge built, and then... I mean, all the farms are kind of ready to go, so I think I might start with the... I don't know where I'll start. I don't know what farm to start on. I think this one, perhaps? And we'll say Peppers. Only needs 3 farmers, so... We'll do 3 farmers there. And we'll see if the peppers are... any good, I guess. I suppose we just start from here and work through all the farms. We'll do these 4 first, and then these 3, and just work our way down. And as we go, we're going to need less and less farmers anyway, because the fields get smaller. So yeah, 2 farmers, 2, 2, 1 farmer, 2, 4, 4, 3, 4, etc. Yeah, that'll work out, hopefully. We got the other bridge done, which is nice. We don't need the builder anymore. We have 2 more laborers, so we could, if we wanted to be a bit cheeky, go ahead and say peppers and more farmers. And we'll see if we get more laborers. I am noticing the number of children is lower. So I think we're slowly getting there. We're slowly getting to the point where we're going to need to expand and get more housing. But that's okay, we can make this work. That's kind of what we want to do. We want to balance things out. We want to get to a point where we have a really nice surplus of food. And then we're good to move forward again. So hopefully that'll work out. Hopefully that's what's going to happen. It is also late winter, probably going into early spring any second. So we should, any moment, see a bunch of people come out here and start farming these new fields. There we go, early spring. So we should see farmers coming out. And yeah, there we go. So they're doing their thing. We probably do want a builder to get these roads done, actually. Otherwise, the roads are just never going to get touched. So hopefully we can do that. Hopefully these guys can do a fantastic job in those fields. And what do you want? What have you got for me? Nothing I'm particularly interested in. So, off you go. Go on, get, and stay get, I guess. Alright. Builder, builder, builder. Where is the builder? You are working. What are you working on? Oh, are these roads not done yet? Or were they not done yet? I think this one in here's not done yet either, yeah. There's actually still some of the stone roads to go. I didn't realize they weren't done yet. Okay. Fair enough. The builder can keep on doing what the builder's doing, I suppose. These roads out here can wait. Oh, it's gonna be cool having those peppers. I really want to see what kind of harvest we get from them. I'm really, really curious to see what kind of harvest we get from peppers. I'm really hoping for a good one. Really, really hoping for a good harvest from these things. 68% yield, 67. Oh, hello? Okay. So, healthy and smiles all round. I'm not really sure. Not really sure what that's all about. But okay. Alright, fair enough. No idea. 85% yield. Let's hope that we can keep that up. 80, 83, 95. So the potatoes grow, or sorry, the cabbages seem to grow super quickly. Actually, this is going really well as well. There we go. So that's these things going out. Yeah, that's the peppers going. All right. So we're getting some harvesting going across the board. Definitely a good thing. We have 4 laborers. So in theory, we can get another farm going for next season. But I'm noticing it seems to be taking them a little bit of time to actually get the harvesting done. Now that's a bit of a worry. But I mean, it does look like we're doing okay. So this year, we've produced a lot. Oh, last year we actually produced less. That's a worry. Oh yeah, that actually looks pretty good there, that number. Just climbing like crazy. I think we're gonna be okay. I think the 2 extra farms might actually be doing a pretty good job for us. Almost 1,000 peppers in there alone. Something tells me that might be a good thing. Also, technically no one freezing. So I think all of our problems might be... Well, all of them would be generous, most likely, but a lot of our problems might be a thing of the past. What have you got for me? Nothing I'm interested in. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking a lot of the problems are a thing of the past. We didn't manage to harvest absolutely everything, but we did harvest a lot. And I'm also thinking that we have enough laborers to get another farm going here. You know what we don't have? We don't have orchards. I've just realized we don't have orchards. What if we did some of those instead? What if we pause for a second, remove those farms, and instead we do orchards, which I think can be 15 by 15 max as well. So just a couple of those. Because we can do pears. And I guess trees are perennial plants, so they'll be there all year round. They don't need replanted, they just need looked after. That seems like it would be a good idea. We only need 3 people for these large orchards as well. I think we're going to do that. Let's say get some pears going. And let's get the extra farmers going. And let's get some pears. That seems like the way to go. That absolutely seems like the way to go. And these guys are going to, I guess, work all year round getting the trees on their way. I'm kind of looking forward to that. Also, Builder, where are you at the minute? You are idling. All right. Getting something to eat. And now you're working. Okay. We do really need to get these roads done. What if I was to say get me a few builders? Like if we got to 4 builders, that should be enough to see a whole bunch of these roads get done very, very quickly. I would think. And I would imagine. Yeah, there we go. So this is all getting done. That'll let the farmers move around a lot quicker, which is really what we need to be doing. We need to get the farmers moving quickly through this area, because they do take a little while to work their way around. And I would assume that might also get the stone roads up here done a little bit quicker as well. Because I'm not really sure... I don't know if they're done yet. I have no idea. Oh, here we go as well. Fantastic. That's what we want to see. We want to see these roads getting done. It's early spring again as well. We have nearly 10,000 food at the start of spring, so I think it's fair to say that we might have solved our food problems here. I think that's a fair statement to make. So, at this point, I mean, we can look at the town hall. Last year, 20,000 food produced, 18,100 consumed. Still major issues with this though. Still major issues with the firewood situation. Not sure how to feel about that one. A little frustrating. But I don't know. I feel like no one's dying from it. And we do have firewood. We do have logs. So it's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky. You've got more sheep. You've got chickens. Gonna say no. Gonna have to say no, really. Don't really have much choice there. Is that road done? Is that all of the roads done? I believe it is. Okay. We don't need more builders. We could get more farmers. So I think we'll go for another orchard. Go for more pears. That way, again, perennial plants, they only need looked after. And in time, they'll grow and we'll get a bunch of pears from it. Okay. Man, this might actually be the best town I've had in Banished so far. I'm not sure. I don't remember all of my old ones, but this feels like it's the best I've done so far. I think. I'm not... I don't want to say for sure, but I think it is.